Wandami Bante and Sialis. Good morning, everyone, and good evening to our Dhamma friends in the US region. Welcome to Lesson 5 on Understanding the Terminology in Abhidhamma. Today's session is scheduled to last 1.5 hours, with 50 minutes on coursework and 40 minutes on Q&A. My name is Cynthia, the meeting co-host who will be helping Bante and everyone in today's session. May we invite Bante to start the teaching, please? Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Okay. Sumangalo Yankalo. This is auspicious times to start our Abhidhamma study for lesson 5. So let's start our study paying homage to the Buddha, reciting Namo Tassa 3 times. So let's together recite Namo Tassa 3 times. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Okay, today as a part of the Abhidhamma study, we are going to study the understanding the terminology in Abhidhamma. So the term used in the Abhidhamma usually different from the Sutta teaching. So we need to study the terms used in the Abhidhamma so that we could understand properly what is mean in the Abhidhamma teaching. So we have studied 4 times for the Abhidhamma teachings. So some of the terms already learned and repeated in previous lesson. So for these terms, we are already familiar, just need to introduce. So here in this page, many of the terms are already used in our previous lesson. So in this lesson, I collected the terms up to the chapter 6 because this time we intend to finish our study up to the chapter 6, the chapter of materiality, Rupa Kanda. This collection is only for the chapter 6, and also the intention of making this collection is to have the beginners insertion of the terms definition together in one place, and also to explain a little bit about the term. So this lesson, I didn't give any pages to read advance. So stay comfortably and just trying to take a note what you can. It doesn't matter. You don't need to understand or remember everything in this lesson. And many of the time we will repeat it in next lesson. So after this lesson, all 5 lessons are just the introductory parts. This is only introduction. From next lesson of lesson 6, we will start our specific focus on the respective topic. So let's see our terms. Understanding term is very important. Although the English translation is not quite enough. Now, not only English translation into any language has some weak points to catch up the original meaning of the other language. So this Pali is ancient language of India. So we are trying to study with the English language. So many of us are not native speaker for English language. That's why we need more explanation about the terms when we translate into another language. So our scholars, Abhidhamma scholars or Venerable Usilananda said, he didn't satisfy the translation of by the word consciousness to the chitta. but he could not find any other suitable words to replace the consciousness. That's why he still used consciousness. But if you understand directly to the Pali, what is mean chitta? So chitta that is not meshed with the consciousness, totally meshed with the consciousness. But consciousness is the best word to translate the chitta. That's why our language, in Burmese language, Burmese translation, we just use the word chitta. So chitta is translated as say in Burmese. We don't change, just trying to catch up the meaning. So in this lesson, we will study about the translation of the term used in the Abhidhamma, but these translations will not give you the full understanding about the term. So you need to collect more information about the explanation in order to have the fully understanding. Okay, so starting from the word Abhidhamma. So we already discussed about these terms in the lesson 1. So Abhidhamma is a profound Dhamma. So compared to the Sutta teaching, this is the profound Dhamma. That's why the word Abhidhamma is translated as a profound Dhamma. And then when we studied about the two truths, so Paramattha and Sammuti already met. Paramattha is translated as the ultimate reality and Sammuti is conventional reality. So under that, the Panyati conceptual thought, and also the word Ohara is not much used in many times in the Abhidhamma teaching, but this is the synonyms word of the Panyati. That's why I include here conventional modes of expression, the Ohara. These are usage. Then 4 types of ultimate reality. Here, Nibbana is not translated because Nibbana in Myanmar also we translate as the Nibban. Nibbana, Nibban. So this is I want to say the more easier to catch up the meaning of Nibbana rather than translation. Then Sabhava. So I just pronounce to introduce you the Pali pronunciation. So Sabhava, the own transit nature. Panchakhanda here. This is mostly used, this classification is mostly used in the teaching because it's more easy to catch up the meaning in the Ohara conventional mutual expression. So Rupa Khanda, Vedana Khanda, Sanya Khanda, Sankhara Khanda, and Vijnana Khanda. In this case, Khanda is aggregate, and Rupa matter, and here Vedana and Khanda. All Khanda refers to the aggregate. That's why we just need to learn about the previous word, the first part of the word. Rupa is matter, and Vedana is feeling. Sanya is perception. Sankhara is mental formation, and Vijnana is the consciousness. In this way, we can understand the combination of the word. So in Pali, when we combine 2 words together, sometimes in the place of linking, making the linking changes, a little bit changes. Here, Sanya Khanda, actually the word is Sanya. You will find the word Sanya in Cetasika. So in the Manifestus collection, you will find the word Sanya. The original word is Sanya with long R, but coming together with the word Khanda, it becomes short. So in this way, some changes will appear in the combination. So when you try to understand or trying to remember the terms, Pali terms, you will see the change. And if you understand in this way, it will be helpful for you. So here, Sanya Khanda, Sankhara, Vijnana, no problem. So let's continue this side. So here already talk about the kusala, akusala. Kusala wholesome and akusala unwholesome. Here you see the word art, the art change the meaning to opposite. So kusala and akusala. In this way, you will find in many times of the usage which change to the opposite by the word art. And abhyagata indeterminate. So abhyagata refers to vipaka and kriya. Vipaka is resultant and kriya is functional. Then the classification Lokiya and Lokuttara. Lokiya is mundane and Lokuttara is supramundane. We already talked about the Lokuttara, Loka and Uttara. Okay, then if we classify the Lokiya according to the plane of existence, so this becomes the Kama Vachara, Rupa Vachara, Arupa Vachara. This is already mentioned in the lesson post when we classify the consciousness according to the plane of existence. These words are used. Then these are the Bhumi. Bhumi is plane. So Kama Vachara Bhumi, Rupa Vachara Bhumi, Arupa Vachara Bhumi is already familiar to us. Then also Sukati Bhumi, Dogati Bhumi. So Sukati Bhumi, blissful plane. So Sukati, Su is good. Here Dogati, do is not good. So all awful planes. So Sukati Bhumi and Dogati Bhumi, blissful plane and awful plane. So regarding the Sukati Bhumi, if we attach by the word Kama, so Kama Sukati Bhumi. So the word sensuous will be Isra, meaning the sensuous blissful plane. So for the Dogati Bhumi, awful plane, another word is Apaya, so awful plane, same. There are 4 types of awful plane we already introduced, and Niraya, Tirachana, Peta, Asura. Then the usage Deva, translated as deities or divinity beings, celestial beings, or sometimes it includes the Brahma too. So Deva usually understood to the beings from the 6 Deva realms. But sometimes the word Devas cover the Brahma too, Deva and Brahma too. So all Deva and Brahma celestial beings can be called by the word Deva. Then word Hedu. Hedu is root. So Hedu roots, and the synonym words to the Hedu is Mula. Hedu and Mula, same. So sometimes these are called Hedu, sometimes these are called Mula. So if we put the word art with a Hedu, so it becomes Ahedu. Ahedu is rootless, rootless. So when we classify 89 chitta, the second categories of consciousness are rootless consciousness. So ahetu, ahetuka. Then the usage ahetuka can apply with the pukala, the word pukala, rootless individual. So rootless, if we attach the rootless ahetuka chitta, it becomes the rootless consciousness. If we combine with the Pukala, Ahetuka Pukala becomes the rootless individual. So if we put the word Sa with the Hetu, so Sa Hetuka with roots, or Sa is translated as with. That's why Sa Hetuka Pukala, individual with roots. So we have found this when we classify the individual. So dual rooted and triple rooted, Vihetuka, Tihetuka. Then the usage of mula come here together with the word lobha, dosa, moha, greed, hatred, and delusion. So lobha mula, greed rooted, dosa mula, hatred rooted, moha mula. In the next lesson, when we study about the unwholesome consciousness, akusala chitta, we will find these three category of consciousness. Lobha mula chitta, so greed rooted consciousness. Dosa mula chitta, hatred-rooted consciousness. Moha mula citta, delusion-rooted consciousness. In the unwholesome classification of unwholesome consciousness, you will find the word sahagata. Sahagata. So in translation, accompanied by. This word will be come together with these types of terms: sukha, pleasure; dukkha, painful; somanasa, joy; domanasa, displeasure; and upekha, equanimity. So coming together with sukha, it becomes sukha sahagata. So translation, accompanied by pleasure. Dukkha coming together with dukkha sahagata, accompanied by pain. So somanasa sahagata, accompanied by joy; domanasa sahagata, accompanied by displeasure; upekha sahagata, accompanied by equanimity. So if you catch up the meaning of the word sahagata, it's much more easier to understand this word, because when the word comes longer, in longer form, it's become complicated to remember. But in the meaning, it's not much difficult. In English translation, it's okay. So for those who wish to really study the Abhidhamma combined with the Pali, so these types of understanding will be useful. Then another keyword for the Akusala classification, and also this apply to the blissful types of consciousness, the Sampayutta and Vipayutta. Sampayutta is associated with, Vipayutta is disassociated with. So this is, you can find this usage in the 24 condition. So Patthana too, Sampayutta Pachayo, Vipayutta Pachayo. So this Sampayutta and Vipayutta come with some word here, Detigata. Detigata is round view. When round view, so Detigata, Sampayutta associated with round view. So if Vipayutta come together with Detigata, Vipayutta dissociated with round view. So by the word Patika, aversion, so Patika Sampayutta, and Vichikiccha, doubt. Vichikiccha Sampayutta, associated with doubt. And Uddhacca, restlessness, and Uddhacca Sampayutta, associated with restlessness. Then in case of the Sobhana, the beautiful mind, it does not come with these types of mental fetters. So Detigata, Patika, Vichikiccha, Uddhacca, all are mental fetters. So in the beautiful consciousness, that come with the jnana, knowledge. That's why jnana sampayutta and jnana vipayutta you will find. So jnana is knowledge. That's why associated with knowledge or dissociated with knowledge. The last keyword for akusala citta, the unwholesome consciousness, is sankhara, prompting. So with the sankhara prompting, the sasankharika prompt consciousness, and without the prompting, the asankharika. So sa and a, the use of sa and a you see many times. Then we come to the second category of consciousness, the ahetuka, rootless. So here the ahetuka, the usage are a little bit complicated. When we study about the ahetuka consciousness, we need to know some usage. So this is dvip pancha vinyana. The word dvip is two, and pancha is five. So dvip pancha means two set of 5, 4. Vinyana, sense consciousness. The dvip pancha vinyana, that word refers to 10 types of consciousness. So here, Chakku Vinyana, Sota Vinyana, Ghana Vinyana, Jinva Vinyana, Kaya Vinyana. These are 5-fold sense consciousness. They have the two sexes. We will understand when we study Ahetuka Citta in detail. So just to know about the terms and translation in this lesson. Then Pasara, here Pasara is sensitivity matter. This is not mental factors, or this is not mental phenomena. This classification is about the matter, but there's some relevance to that. So Chakku Pasara eye sensitivity. Here Chakku refers to eye, Pasara sensitivity. So Sota Pasara ear, Gana Pasara nose, Jinwa Pasara tongue, Kaya Pasara body. In this way, we have the 5 categories of sensitivities. These all are matter. We will find in the chapter 6. This sensitivity, so the Wapasara is the clear sense. So it can catch up the object. That's why together with the object. So Aramana, object, the word Aramana is object. So Rupa, visible form, Sada, sound, Ganda, smell, Rasa, taste, and Fotava, tangibility, is composed of 3 elements of earth, fire, and air. So eye sensitivity catch up the Rupa. When they come together at the same time, the eye consciousness arises. That's why I make the same line in the same line. Here, eye consciousness, eye sensitivity, visible form. So eye sensitivity catch up visible form. Then eye consciousness arises. So in this way, the ear sensitivity catch up the sound. Then the ear consciousness arises. Nose sensitivity catch up the smell, and tongue sensitivity taste. Body sensitivity meet with the tangibility. So in this way, before we study Ahetuka consciousness, you can get some information advance. Then some of the word in the Ahetuka consciousness is a little bit complicated. So Sampatichana, receiving consciousness. Sampatichana, receiving consciousness. So it receives the object when it appears. This is the nature of, I want to say, the natural phenomena and working in their own nature, intrinsic nature. So we cannot, I want to say that we cannot explain who made this and why it happened or in this form. But this is natural phenomena. It arises in its own nature. That's why these types of consciousness receive the objects in the process of mental phenomena. So this is Sampadichana. Then Santirana, investigating consciousness. These types of consciousness investigate about the objects. Then Pancha Dwara Vachana. Pancha Dwara Vachana. Pancha is 5. We already said it here. Like this, Pancha is 5. So there's number. And Dwara is door. So 5 things door. Avajana. So Avajana is Albertine consciousness. So before the 5 types of consciousness arise, when the objects introduced to the 6 sensitivities, 5 things door avoiding consciousness arise. We will understand this in the Ahetuka study. Okay, then Manodhara Vajana. So there are 6 doors for the arising of mind. So 5 doors are eye, ear, nose, tongue, body. And another door is mind door. So mind door averting consciousness. So related to the 5 door, this type of 5 things door averting consciousness where comes. And regarding the mind door, the Manodhara Vachana, mind door averting consciousness will come first. Then another usage Hasitupada, mind producing consciousness. Hasita, upada, coming together. Hasita is mind. So hasita, upada, mind producing consciousness. So when we smile by the condition of the mental activities. So it produces our smiling. This is one type of mental activities, mental phenomena which can produce smile. But this is related to only for related to the arahat, not for us. Then mano dhatu, mind element, mano vinyana dhatu, mind consciousness elements. So 3 and 76 number, you will understand why we need the number, but no problem in this case. So this usage usually appear in the patana, mano dhatu and mano vinyana dhatu. So Sobhana and Asobhana, Asobhana and Sobhana. Asobhana is non-beautiful and Sobhana is beautiful. So we guess another category, Sobhana, beautiful consciousness. So Kama Vachara Kusala, translated as sense pure wholesome. And Sahetuka Kama Vachara Vibhaga, sense pure Vibhaga, because of Vibhaga becomes resultant with roots, because the was Sahetuka is with roots. So in this way, you will become familiar with the wa if you read in this this collection of table and reading again and again, and usage will come into your mind, and that memory will have you when we study the specific category of consciousness and the mental fetters. So here the word sahetuka for the vipaka and kiriya. Vipaka is resultant and kiriya is functional. For these two categories of vipaka and kriya, here the usage of sahetuka come together. But for the word kusala, it is not necessary to put sahetuka. But we will find when we study about all about the consciousness. So just to aware, sahetuka is with roots. So the usage, when we continue another category of sobhana is the rupa vachara and arupa vachara. So this related to the jhana. That's why I put the word jhana. Jhana is absorption. So when you practice the samatha meditation, and when your concentration become enough strong to attain the jhana, so you will attain the jhana. That's called the jhana absorption, the certain level of concentration. That we classify into 5: first jhana, second jhana, third jhana, fourth jhana. Panchama is fifth jhana. So this classification come in the Abhidhamma, but not in the Suttanta. Suttanta introduce only 4 categories. Okay, so jhana has the components is the fetters, jhana fetters. It's called anga. So jhananga, jhana and anga come together, jhananga. These are vitakka, vichara, piti, sukha, ekagata. Vitakka, initial application, vichara, sustained application, piti, this, and sukha, happiness, ekagata, one-pointedness. So you will find the word sahida, keyword sahida, when we study about the jhana, rupa vachara jhana. So coming together with 5 fetters. So together with sahida, the word sahida. So vitaka sahida, vichara sahida in this way. And rupa vachara jhana, arupa vachara jhana. Then, so the opposite mental fetter of jhanas and jhanangas are called nivarana, mental hindrances. So when we practice the samatha meditation, we need to develop the qualification of the 5 jhana fetter, and we need to oppress the 5 mental hindrances that block our mental development. These are called kama chanda, sensual desire, vyabhara, evil, tina meda, sloth and torpor, odacha kukucha, restlessness, and worry, Vichikecha, doubt. Okay, so in the classification of Arupa consciousness, you will see the word ayatana, akasa, nanchayatana, like this. We already introduced the four immaterial sphere realms and consciousness. So here Arupa ayatana is base. So when we study the 7th chapter of Abhidhamma Sangha, we will find the 12 ayatana, 12 types of base. Okay, so the word ayatana come together with akasa. So akasa nanchayatana, in this way, we will find the category of the consciousness. So akasa is space, ayatana, akas space, and vinyana is consciousness, and akinchana, nothingness. Neva sanya, no perception, nasanya, not non-perception. So neva sanya, nasanya yadana is translated as the neither perception nor non-perception. And mega and phala. So I make the many words, these are all types of savana, beautiful consciousness. It contains the sense sphere and five material sphere, immaterial sphere, and supramundane. So in this table, you will see the different types of usage. Then, so let's continue to the terms used in the Chitasika chapter. In the Chitasika chapter, when the Venerable and the Anuruddha explained about what is the Chitasika. So in order to identify the characteristic of Chitasika, he used 4 words, ikupada, arising together. So arising together with consciousness in this way. Eka niroda. So eka, eka, you will see all eka. Eka is the same or together like this. Eka upada, arising together, ceasing together, having the same object. So alambana and aramana, same. Eka watuga, same basis. Then when we see the classification of Cetasika, we will find the first class of Cetasika is called the Anya Samana, so ethically variable factors. Ethically variable factor. So Anya Samana. Don't worry for the usage in Pali and to understand what are these. They just introduce the terms. And when we study them in the specific chapter, you can come here and then you can check the meaning easily. So Sabachita Sararana, universal, and Pakinaka is called occasional. Then under that Sabachita Sararana, universal, there are 7 mental factors. Phasa, Vedana, Sanya, Chetana, Ekagata, Jivitendriya, Manasikara. We will talk about many times about them. These types of mental phenomena. Phasa, what is phasa? We will explain more. Vedana, Sanya. So Vedana is feeling. So painful feeling or pleasurable feeling or like this. Vedana will be classified into different types. And Sanya, perception. Volition, Chetana, we call the Kama, Chetana. Ekagata, sometimes it is translated as the concentration. Like this, the Ekagata is one-pointedness. And Jivitendriya, life faculty, and Manasikara, attention. Then here Vittaka, Vichara already, and a Dimaka, decision, Viriya, energy, Piti, Chanda is desire. Then second category is unwholesome mental factors. That's why here the word Sararana with the blue color. Okay, here Sobana Sararana. And Akusala Sararana come here. And the word Sararana usually refers to the universal. It means always come together. So Sabachita Sararana, universal, Akusala Sararana, universal, unwholesome, it means always related to the Akusala. And the other translation you can read, and in some case I will explain more, but some of the translation I already take off from the books of the Vrindavan Bhikkhu bodies, so I don't need to read them all. So these are classification unwholesome, the universal unwholesome factors for Moha Ahirika, Anuttaba, Udacha, the translation come here, and Loba, Ditti, Mana, will be another types of category in the Chitasika study. Dosa, Issa, Machariya, Kukucha, and Tina, Mitta, Vichikicha. So we will continue to the second part of Abhidhamma Chitasika. So here the word Saradana come again, Sobhana Saradana, so universal. So universal to all consciousness, sometimes universal to unwholesome. Here, in this case, universal to beautiful feathers. So in this way, we can understand the word Sadharana. So these are the mental feathers, Sada, Sati, Hiri, Ottapa, Ahirika, Aloba, Adosa, Tatara, Majadata. So here the word Tatara, Majadata, same as the sometimes used in the Upekha. So Tatara, Majadata, neutrality of mind. The word Upekha also applied in this case sometimes. So this is 7 and this another 12 mental factors. So related to the Kaya, Pasadi, here Kaya and Chitta, Pasadi, Kaya Pasadi, Chitta Pasadi. They come in the pairs. So in order to understand easily, make with here Kaya and Chitta together. Kaya Pasadi, Chitta Pasadi in this way. Kaya Lahuta, Chitta Lahuta. And Kaya Mududa, Chitta Mududa, Kaya Kamanyada, Chitta Kamanyada, Kaya Bagunyada, Chitta Bagunyada, Kaya Jukada, Chitta Jukada. So the translation same as here the Kaya refers to mental bodies. So we have the different types of the Kaya body. Kaya is body, so mental body is called Namakaya. Physical body is called Rupakaya. So here in this case, the Wakaya refers to mental bodies. Then Chitta refers to consciousness. So in order to differentiate with the other mental bodies from the consciousness. So consciousness also one of the mental phenomena, but the mental body refers to the Cetasika. So group of Cetasika is called the mental body. So you will understand later. Okay, now, so we will continue another types of Cetasika, Virati, so abstrainess. So this Virati, Samma Vaja, Samma Kamada, Samma Ajiva. When we study about the mega, so Atangika mega, 8th part of the enlightenment. So these 3 are some of the parts. So this is called the Sila, Samma Vaja, Samma Kamada, Samma Ajiva. Then Abhamanya, illimitable. Abhamanya is called, this is illimitable. So illimitable Abhamanya refers to the Karuna and Mudita. This will be a very popular word, Karuna and Mudita, to all Buddhists. So Karuna is compassion and Mudita, appreciated joy. So these are collectively called by the word Abhamanya. Illimitable, so no, without limit. Illimitable is the Karuna take the beings who suffer. So the beings are countless. That's why illimitable. In this way, Karuna and Mudita get the name of Apamanya. Then Panyendriya, wisdom faculty. Another terms used for the wisdom is amoha, non-delusion. So there will not be a specific category of Cetasika. Among them, 52 for amoha. So you will see only the Panyendriya, wisdom. So there is non-delusion. Non-delusion and wisdom faculty are same. And also another usage is called jnana, jnana knowledge. So Panyendriya or Panya and amoha and jnana are same. Then we will find the Sampayoga Neya association of Mandafeda and Sangaha Neya combination of Mandafeda. So these 2 usage will be clear when we study in the Cetasika, just to know the Sampayoga and Sangaha. Okay, so for the chapter 3, there are 6 sessions. So one is Vedana, Sangaha, feeling, Hedu, rules already know. Kicca is function, Thana. So Kicca and Thana come together in one section. So Kicca is function and Thana is stages. And Dwara is door. I already said about the 6 door. Aramana, object. So object, 5 object. You see, you already see the form, the visible form, etc. So Vatu is base. So the usage Patisandi, rebirth linking. When we start our life here, we start by this type of consciousness, rebirth linking consciousness. That is called the Patisandi. Then when we end our life, it is called the Chutti, so death, Patisandi and Chutti. In the life, with the many times, the Bhavanga consciousness, life continuums. So we will understand this later, 2 chapter, 2 class, lesson 7, etc. Then, so our jana, dasana, sawana, gayana, sayana, fusana. This group of terms can relate you to the aheduka chitta. So aheduka chitta, eye consciousness make this function of seeing. Here consciousness make the function of hearing. Consciousness, tongue consciousness make the function, nose consciousness make the function of smelling, and tongue consciousness make the function of tasting, and body consciousness make the function of touching. So these are the functions that you can connect with the aheduka. You can connect with the aheduka here, the types of consciousness and their function. So in this way, connecting with the other chapter through the term, this will more clear, more easier. But for the first time, it will become complicated for you. Many terms come together at the same time, so you don't need to worry. Okay, here the receiving and investigating already mentioned, and Ottapana determining. So this will be clear when we studied about the process of consciousness, Ottavana determining, and Javana, momentum, force. But usually it is not translated into English, use only Javana. So this is a kind of function of the consciousness. And Tararamana is registration. Okay, then in the Aramana, regarding the Aramana, so the other Aramana are already mentioned in the Ahetuka table. So only one, Dhammaramana, is mental object. And this one, Abhinya, is the direct knowledge related to the achievement when you practice the concentration meditation. This is Abhinya, direct knowledge. Then, so here, Kala is time. Kala can be different into 3. Pachubana, present, Atita, past, and Anagata, future. Just to know. So when we come chapter 4, this is the process, cognitive process, which is called Viti, Chitta Viti. So there you will find somewhat Patisandi and Pavati. So here, Patisandi and Pavati. Patisandi is the first moment of the life. Pavati is after the first moment, all included into Pavati. So during the course of existence. Then Bhavanga, Chutti, the last moment is called Chutti. Okay, Jhana, Vipassana, Magga, Phala, we will not mention about that. And here, Dasana, Savana already included in the functioning. Then these are all already appear in the functioning of the chapter 3. Then you will see the wa Visaya Bhavati, presentation of the object. It means the appearance of the object and coming to the sensitivity or to the mind. That is called the Visaya Bhavati. Okay, then the Panchadwara Viti and Manorara Viti will be types of the mental process, cognitive process. So 5-door process and mind-door process. There's, as I said, there are 6 types of door. So 5-door and mind-door become 6-door. Okay, no problem. So 5-door refers to Chakku, Sota, Gana, Jinwa, Kaya. So 5 doors. The process comes into the 5 doors. Through the 5 doors are called in this way. And mind door process will be varied into two. Parita Jawana, Apana Jawana. So Parita is limited. The word Parita called limited. And Apana here refers to the absorption. Then, so Atita Ramana, Ati Mahanda Ramana, Ati Mahanda. So Ati Mahanda is great. From the second one. Mahanda Aramana. Mahanda is great. Ati is very. That's why Ati Mahanda is very great. So great, second one, very great, first one. In the same way, the third one is slight object. And the fourth one, Ati. By the word Ati become very slight object. This is the types of the object, the condition of the object. Okay, then in the mind door, we Buddha. So we Buddha Aramana and Avi Buddha Aramana. So we Buddha is clear and Avi Buddha is not clear, so obscure. Then these are the key you will find in the mental process. When we study the specific cognitive process, there will be keyword representing to the some terms, some usage. So B, Bawanga, etc. You can find in this way. So this collection will be useful when we study about the chapter 4, cognitive process, Viti Sangaha. Then the chapter 5, Viti Mutta. So it will talk about the Bhumi, the plane of existence, Patisandhi, reverse Lincoln, Pugala, individual, and Karma, volitional activity. Here I did not mention many of the word about the Bhumi or Patisandhi. Here I just collect some word related to the Karma. So Janaka producer, Upatambaka supportive, and Upapilaka obstructive, Upaghataka destructive, Garuka weighty, and Asana death proximate. So the Asana Karma is the Karma close to the death. It's called the Asana Karma. The Ajina Karma is habitual. So it's habitual usually do in your daily life, Ajina Karma. And Katata Karma, so reserve is not different. So here I drop C. Okay, so Data Dhamma Vedaniya, and Data Dhamma is in the present time. That's why they immediately effective. Upapaja Vedaniya subsequently, so in the second life, the karma produce its result. Then Aprapriya Vedaniya is indefinitely, so from the third life. After second life, the third life starts from that time moment to up to the attainment of Nibbana. This can follow. This type of karma follow. This is called Aprapriya Vedaniya. Ahosi karma is defunct. It is becomes out of date. So this table shows the individual we already discussed, and 12 types of individual. So roughly divided into Puthujjana, ordinary person, and Ariya Pukala, noble person. So Ariya Pukala can be divided into two. The highest one is Asika or Asika. The other seven can be called Sika or Sika. It's called trainees. So they 7 types of person already get the enlightenment, but not complete yet. In order to attain this position of the 8th person, noble person, so they need to train. That's why they are called trainees. And this person, Arahat, already completed his test of training. That's why he is no more training. That's why Asika. Okay, then we will continue to the chapter 6. It's called the Rupa chapter. So about the Rupa. About the Rupa, we can classify into 2 roughly. So Mahabhuta, great essential elements, these are 4. And Upadaya Rupa, Upada Rupa, or derived matter. So Mahabhuta, you may know already learned about the Mahabhuta, Batavi Dhatu, Abha Dhatu, Tejo Dhatu, and Vayo Dhatu. Then the rest, Upada Rupa, are 24 in number. So among the Upada Rupa, you will find the Pasada Rupa sensitivity matter. So we already mentioned in previous table. Chakku Soda Gana Jiva Kaya. Then Gochara Rupa, Gochara objective. So same as the Aramana. Gochara Rupa, the same as the Aramana. So Rupa Sada Gana Rasa Fatava already know that. Then two types of Bhava Rupa, material phenomena or sex. Here Bhava is sex. Material phenomena. Then Eti Bhava and Purisa Bhava. Eti refers to femininity and Purisa Bhava refers to masculinity. Then the other types of materialities are listed here. Hadaya Vatu and Rupa Jividendriya life faculty. And then Gavalikara Ahara, edible food. Ahara Rupa also same as the Gavalikara Ahara, nutriment. Akasa Dhatu space element. So Akasa is space and Dhatu is element, space element. Prechira Rupa, Prechira limited phenomena. Then Vinyati Rupa, Vinyati is intimating material phenomena. So this can be divided into two, Kaya Vinyati, bodily, Vachi Vinyati, vocal. Then Vikara Rupa, mutable phenomena. So lightness, as here, Lahuta, Muruda, Kamanyada. This also already found in the Chetasika chapter. Then Lakkhana Rupa, Lakkhana is called the characteristic. So characteristic of the matter are called the Lakkhana Rupa. So these are Upachaya, Santati, Jarata, and Anichata. Upachaya moment is production, the first moment, past production. Then Santati, continuity, and Jarata here, decay. Anicca, impermanence, so impermanence is disappearance. The last moment of the materiality is called anicca. Then the rupa, 28 rupa can be divided into two in other way, nibbana rupa and anibbana rupa. Nibbana concretely, anibbana non-concretely. And also another category, another classification, ajatika and bahira. Ajatika is called internal and bahira external. Then Vatu base, Avatu not base, Indriya faculty and Indriya not faculty, etc. So this also a classification of the term. We will see in the Rupa chapter or classification in the specific materiality. Then here Kamma Samutthana Rupa. Another way it is called Kammacha Rupa. Samutthana and Ja. So Kamma same. So originating from Kamma. So these are related to the four conditions of materiality. So Kamma Smuttana Rupa originating from Kamma, Chitta Smuttana Rupa originating from consciousness, Uddu Smuttana Rupa originating from temperature. So Uddu refers to temperature. Then Ahara Smuttana Rupa, Ahara refers to nutriment. Then Rupa Kalapa is group. That's why Rupa Kalapa group of materiality. So material group. Then Rupa Bodhikama, so this is one of the session in the Rupa chapter, the occurrence of material phenomena. Then the last one, the final term is Nibbana. So Nibbana is deliverance from cycle of rebirth and death. So rebirth and death is called samsara. So samsara running around and suffering. Nibbana is one of the reality which deliverance from the cycle of rebirth. It is really exiting feather, exiting reality. So that's why I call the elements, Nibbana Dhatu, elements of Nibbana. So Nibbana can be understood in two ways. One is Sa Upadhi Sisa Nibbana Dhatu and Anupadhi Sisa Nibbana Dhatu. Sa, as you know, the Sa is with, and A here, A is without, absent. So by the word Sa, you understand with residue. So Upadhi Sisa is residue remaining. Upadhi and Sisa, residue remaining. So by the word Sa with the residue remaining. So element of Nibbana with the residue remaining. So Anupadhi, not Upadhi Sisa, Anupadhi Sisa Nibbana will be without. So there's no more remaining in that Nibbana. This is ultimate Nibbana. So, okay, so many terms. And when you're trying to catch up everything, what are these, and the number, that will be complicated. So please keep in your mind this classification, and these tables are to use in another classes as a guideline or for the term translation. This okay. So I already introduced the term used in the Abhidhamma up to the chapter 6 of Rupa Kanda. So now I'm going to stop my teaching here, and we will continue to the another session of question and answer.
Dear Bante, thank you very much. Is there anything that Bante would like to highlight before we end the session?
Okay, this means our class will start again in January. So for this year, this will be the final class. So I wish to see you in the next class, lesson 6 in January of next year. So
Yes.
may you have the very good New Year's.
Thank you, Bante. Thank you, Bante. Thank you very much, Bante, for your teachings. May Bante lead us in making aspiration and sharing of merits, please.
Okay, can you?
Yes.
Okay, let's start our aspiration and share merit. Can follow me. Imina punya kamina mami bala samagamo tadam samagamo hodu dawa nibbana patiya idami punyam asawakaya waham hodu dami punyam nibbana sapachayo hodu mama punya bagam Taba satanam bhajemi esabe me samam punya bhagam labandu.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay. Thank you very much again, Bante, and everyone for your time and participation. Just a reminder again, there is an examination break in December. So till we meet on 9 January 2021 for the US region and 10 January 2021 for the Southeast Asia region, may all be well, be happy. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.